Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and today I will discuss to all of you which path is best for orchids. So I will just discuss based on my experience. So here I am, guys. The best paths for orchids is glass. So this one, I use this glass from IKEA, and since they are clear, so it's very good for orchids because the orchids love sun. So when you live in a country that have winter, so the sun is not that shiny, or it's darker when it's winter. So this path is very good because even though it's not that sunny, the roots still can see the light. So I highly recommend this IKEA because of course I use them and they're very nice. The only problem of this, if you don't have place to put on properly because they're heavy. So yeah, but they are really nice because I use them, of course. And then so here is my orchids. And this is also glass, but it's not clear glass and not that clear as the other one, but they're still good as well. So that's why I recommend the glass one. Look at this. This is from IKEA, the one that I use. And so this one, in my first video, this one have one flowers or one stem that flowers. Then I am planning to repot this because I want to remove the old roots, but since it have flowers, so it's very hard for me to do it because I don't want to hurt them. So now it's not the right time to repot them. So, as you can see, there are three now. So same as this, since it have flowers, I really need to fix them, but it's not the best season to do it. So I will tell you later why it's not the best season. So this is the one in my first video that I repotted. Yan. As you can see, they are blooming very nicely. It's very, very pretty. That one. And of course, today I'm gonna answer some questions that all of you guys asking, because of course I want to help. I want to share my knowledge, and yeah, but all of my answers is based on my experience. I'm not professional of planting, but since they love me and I love them, so that's why they are pretty. Yeah. So I have the list here. So this is the questions. So the questions is in Tagalog, of course, because I'm a Filipina. But I am trying to speak English even if it's not that fluent, because I want to reach out some other people as well that cannot understand Tagalog. Okay? So the first question, May lupa po ba yung tinataniman mo? So, they asked if I used soil for the orchids. So, I will show you what sort of... It's not soil. It's wood, cut woods into thin, fine pieces, something like that. So I will show you. I use this one. It's an orchid. They called it orchid soil, but it's not soil. This is not really soil. They are woods. That one. They are cut woods into small pieces. But of course, I cannot say what sort of wood is this. Yeah. But if you live in the Philippines, so I highly recommend star apple tree, mahogany tree, and Madrid cacao. They are very good of orchids. Yeah. Of course, in the Philippines, I have a lot of orchids. Vanda, dendrobium, and of course this one. Yon. So, yon. Second question, may butas po ba yung plastic? So, the one who asked me this, if the plastic pots have holes. Of course they have. As you can see, they have holes there so that the soil can drain. The water can drain out. Yan. So, question number 3. Uling po. Yan. So, as I understand the question, he asked me or she asked me if it is charcoal. No, we didn't use charcoal. So, as far as you know, I'm not in the Philippines. I'm here in Sweden. So, I just use the orchid soil. They called it orchid soil really, but it's not really soil. As you can see here in my orchids, it's not soil. It's wood. So, as I said, I don't know what sort of tree is it. Hi po. So, number 4 question. He asked me if this one can be bought and what is the name. So, the name here is orchid soil. This is orchid soil. So, it depends upon where your state or country you are. You can ask them in the it has a plant store. It's, you know, big store for just plants, so you can ask there. Question number 5, anong gamit mong panglagay sa orchids? Ayun, yung ginamit kong panglagay sa orchids, yun lang talaga, yung kahoy na hinati-hati. Kaya lang ito siya, binili ko siya. I didn't use any woods because I don't know if they are good for orchids. Because of course the woods here is also foreign for me. Yeah, I'm Asian. So, question number 6, ito yun. Anong klaseng kahoy ang nilalagay sa orchids? Yan. If you are in the Philippines, the best one is mahogany, kaimito, star apple, kaimito for Tagalog, and of course the Madrid cacao. So we have that in the Philippines, but in the other country, honestly, I really don't know what sort of woods. So number 7, yung pagbabad ba ng 15 minutes as in buong paso ibabad or yung labas lang ng paso? Everyday po ba ang pagbababad? So, he asked me, when I soak this in water, since it's wood, yan, small pieces of wood. So you just soak the plastic pots like this in the soil, in the water here. Because if you soak them all, the wood's is gonna float. Okay? Then, how many? Oh, every day? No, it's not every day. When it's summertime, it depends upon, because here, not every summer that the same. So, when the weather is very hot, I soak them in water 3 to 4 times a week, 15 minutes. Yeah. But this one, since this one is no hole, yeah, the glass pots from IKEA, so I weighted them like this. Oh, no, it's dry now. Yeah, it's dry now. So I'm gonna water this tomorrow. I just water this here, and then not half, almost half. Then I just wait them to be dry again. Yeah. When it's winter, it depends as well, because sometimes winter is not that cold, is not that snowy. So when it's very snowy, I just water them soak them 2 to 3 times a week. So, your location po, baka dahil sa weather niyo po. So, she said it's because of the weather. That's why it's give flowers. Honestly, I'm here in Sweden, and honestly, it's very hard, really. Not a lot here is not lucky as me, because they normally didn't get any next flower when they bought the orchid in store, and then the flower is falling already and died, so they just throw it away because the weather is cold. And yeah, it's really very hard, but I'm just really lucky because I managed to grow them very well. Yeah. So, yeah, most of the question is almost, did you water it daily? No, I didn't, because of the weather here. But in the Philippines, of course, when I was in the Philippines, I water my orchids because I just put it in the mahogany wood. I have the mahogany cut like that and then put it there, and I just put the orchids there. So I water them morning and afternoon. Yan. Early in the morning and afternoon when the sun is not shining towards them. So the other question, what is the best orchids to take care for the beginners? Yan, for the beginners. This one, I can recommend this because for me, I don't have really knowledge of. I just love to plant. I just love them. So I don't have any idea how to do it. But I just plant them. Then of course, all plants really need care. They can feel it. Try to experiment a plant. You just water it and don't mind her or mind it like that. So they also feel shy. But if your plants feels, they're also living things. No, they're alive. So they feel if you are not happy for them, if you didn't mind them. So they also feel that. My mother before, she didn't know how to take care. But when I leave my plants and she's the one who take care of them, so she managed and she earned money of it. Especially in the Philippines, you can sell flowers, orchids. Yan. So, your orchids are so beautiful. Thank you so much. Are they wild orchids? No, they are not. Because here in Sweden, they have another sort of wild orchids. It's not like this. In the Philippines, we can find some like this. But here, it's not allowed. So, you're gonna pay yung multa. Yan, magmumulta ka pag binunot mo siya. Yun. May I know if you're using fertilizers? If yes, what kind and how often? No, I didn't use any fertilizer. From flowers, from orchids, from my vegetables, all of my plants, no fertilizer. So, it's all organic. You know why I didn't recommend fertilizer? Because once you fertilize them, then you stop. They will not give you flowers any longer. And of course, fertilizer is expensive. So that's why I don't recommend it. Because even in the Philippines, I didn't use any fertilizer. But yeah, same here in Sweden. My orchids is blooming all year. So yeah. So when is the best time to repot your orchids? Yan. So, when you are in the country that have winter, like me, so I recommend to replant them on springtime so that they have time to grow new roots before winter time. So it's long process for them. So that's why now I didn't repot them, because now we are autumn. Yan. So the autumn is here, and of course soon it's winter. So I just let them be like this. So next spring I will repot them. Yan. But if you are living in a country that is warm, like Philippines, of course, you can repot them all the year because it's warm there. So no problem at all. But of course, if you live in a country that have winter, you need to wait till spring. So when it's spring, it's time for you to repot them. This one, I repot them spring. Yeah, that was spring. So that's March. And as if you look at it in my first video, this one only have one flower. I really waited that the flowers is gone so that I can repot them, because I don't want to repot them when they bloom like this. So this one really loves the new look, no? Because as in, look at the flower. Yeah. But of course, guys, orchids is very easy to handle, and it's all over the world. You can find orchids. So yeah, just love them and they're gonna love you back. They're gonna show flowers. So yun. If you want to know more, just comment below. Comment your questions below, and then of course I will answer them as far as I know them, because of course I just share my experience. This is all my experience. I didn't just tell you to do it because I didn't know them, but yeah, this is all my experience. And yeah, I forget to show you the big orchids, so I will get it. Still have flowers. So here it is, my big white orchids. It's heavy. Yeah. It's very heavy. Here, they are still blooming, and of course I forgot to cut some of the stem that the flowers already fall, and this one is new. So yeah, they are blooming all over the year. I hope guys you enjoy my video, and of course don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel, and comment below all your queries, and I will answer them as I can. Thank you for watching, and God bless you all. Bye bye.